really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets calls in on this kind of board. Like, what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like, he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draws. He's going to have king X. And we kind of, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets. And we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just spewing.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
You wouldn't
I'm
be
already down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes.
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open.
right
If your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak, welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
That's hilarious. And everybody's 14.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so imagine.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about depipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options for 12 and 1,400. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on a site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop?
I think pre. All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning game.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol,
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then we'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. We're live and we're back. It's Saturday. Sorry we're a little late, guys. Welcome to the study session stream presented by GodsBigToe with our special guest this week, Sixes. Nice to have you, man.
special guest. Yeah, nice. What's up, man? Glad to be here. Wow, first time. I'm a new player in the game. Shit. What up, guys?
In the streets?
Yeah, what up, man? Missed it. I missed you guys. I missed the Army, the Mafia. It's been a minute. I feel fucking great, man.
Yeah, I mean, guy's a savage. Went on vacation, drove home, got home, 20 minutes ago. Used 10 of it to take a shower, and we're fucking here. Fucking savage.
Yeah, I got home about an hour and a half ago after a 12-hour drive,
Jesus.
and here we are. Yeah. So, yeah, I love it, and I'm thinking about playing tonight. That's how fucking excited I am to be back. So, we'll see.
Kitchen takes a week off and just jumping out of his skin.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's on.
Right on. We do this every Saturday, guys, noon-ish Eastern. Make sure you check it out. Give my man Crazy Sixes a follow, of course. We use PokerCoaching.com premium stuff to get better together, and we do this in really interactive. This is your chance to be a chat pro. Get involved. We're gonna draw random winners. One from my stream, one from Six's stream.
No sound from Toe. I have no sound from you on my end. Whoa.
What? No, it looks good.
Yeah, there's no sound in my audio mixer. Your thing isn't there.
You broke it.
Yeah, since I updated from the last one, so I have to add your sound.
+, add audio input device.
All right, +. Yeah, hold on, guys. This is I don't believe we have to do
This is standard.
this here. In the sources, Toe?
Yeah.
Audio output device.
Yeah.
Audio output capture. I'm sorry, guys. Yep.
Then you got to find the one that's me.
You're going to be. Okay.
Got it?
We'll see. Can you guys say something, Toe?
Yo.
Is he there? Can you guys hear him?
Hello.
If I did that shit first take Drake? First,
right.
Oh, it's probably loud as fuck.
Yeah, you can turn it down.
Sorry.
You can turn
Yeah,
it
there it is.
First all right,
take
cool.
Drake.
Exclamation PC in the chat, guys, for you to sign. I'm gonna go crazy right now. Sorry about that. Exclamation PC in my chat, exclamation point PC in Six's chat for you to sign up for free for ProCoach.com, where you get 20 free quizzes, big blind charts for 100 blinds or more, and a bunch of homework assignments. If you sign up for premium, there's almost 1,300 quizzes right now, homework assignments, courses, live webinars you can do with all these coaches. It's great content. It's great content for every level of poker player coming up in the streets, or if you got a little bit of a background behind you, it's good stuff. The webinars alone are gold. Make sure you check those out. Like I said, we're going to do this. We're going to draw a winner from my stream. We're going to draw a winner from Six's stream. Type poker coaching in the chat. No exclamation points. All one word. We'll draw a random winner from my stream. We'll draw a random winner from Six's stream. We'll have you guys compete against each other in one of these random quizzes. And
Coaching
if you get more points than the guy on Six's side or vice versa, we'll send you $5. And so that's how it's going to roll. We'll get better together. We'll go through a few quizzes. We'll talk it out. Like I was saying before, this is your chance to be a chat pro. So get in there. Let us know what you would do. We'll take comments from the crowd. We'll go with whoever we draw. We'll go with their decision, and we'll see what happens.
Make sure to tag us in chat as well. And also, Poker Coaching Discord, guys. If you are a member, premium member, or just checking it out, get in there, man. People share hand histories. There's meetups. Introductions, strategy, a lot of strategy talks, study groups. I think it's awesome. I mean,
yeah, good call. Sixes and I are kind of helping revamp that thing and trying to buff it up. So if you are a premium member, make sure you get in there. And
people
we're starting
strategy.
to get in there all the time.
Yeah, so we talk a lot of strategy and shit in here. We're in here making sure it runs smoothly, and their study groups. There's a lot of value in there, guys. So make sure to check that out.
Cool. What else?
What
a quiz while they're putting poker coaching in the chat?
Hell yeah, I want to pick a quiz.
Go ahead.
You picked all the good shit when I was
We did
away.
Faraz without you once.
Oh, piss.
So the next Faraz is 1290.
Good morning, everybody. 1290. I don't even have to see it to pick it. You already know we can go with the Faraz one. So we'll do the Faraz quiz first. And yeah, let's roll it. Good chance if you're in my chat. Only 4 eligible users. Shit.
Oh, Jesus.
25. Yeah, no. So.
Ready?
Actually,
Nope.
Poker Coaching in the chat last second.
You did like 4 users.
No, I do. I was like, because I see other people type. I see people typing the wrong shit in there. Is what's happening.
Right.
So, all right, I'm rolling it. Let's do it.
Jelly is the man for the army today.
And we got one of the finest DB chops, my dude. Hell yeah, you love to see it. Good luck, my dude. Good
It's
to
going
see
to be
you.
Knit Life versus Faraz Life. We're going to see how this goes, Jelly. Good luck, buddy.
All right, so 1290, and I am ready to go.
Cool.
Here we have 8-9 suited, middle position, 100 big blinds deep, early levels of a $215 tournament online. We get 3-bet to 870. Here we can fold, 4-bet, or call.
All right, Jelly, put to the test right away. 3-bet with the 9-8 suited. What are we doing, guys and gals?
Always fun. Oslo is calling. Faraz about to break us. He ain't gonna never make the shit easy.
First thing, right away.
Seems like a pure call. This deep DB chops is calling. Chuck Nola, what's up, buddy?
Is that who we're up
calling?
against? Who are we
Cherishable
up
girl. DB Chops,
Oh shit.
the man. He's calling this 3-bet. He says, "Fuck this, I ain't scared."
We got a few calls streaming into the chat right
He didn't
now.
come to fold.
Call. Think we're deep enough that has potential. Don't want to.
Is this one of the levels where he says you should be
Raise
folding?
again.
But
Cool.
I called in a situation and give it a worse score than fold.
We're leveling. We're
you
leveling.
see that? Yeah, you start the level, right? Calling, call. Did your guy go already?
Yeah, he's calling.
Yep. I mean, I'm calling.
Yeah, me too. We're too deep to fold. This hand is almost never dominated, which is good, and flops pretty well. So I'm all about it.
Yep, likewise. I mean, it's just going to play well enough. We're not going to be super dominated with some of our Ace X and King X holdings when he's 3-betting a lot of just those high cards. We can just stack them with some good boards. So, yeah, 40% of a straight flush.
How could you go wrong?
How could you go wrong? Exactly. And we're fucking super deep. But
yeah, absolutely. Let's roll it and find out.
And this should be a pretty easy call. 4-betting is not really an option because this hand just doesn't play well as a 4-bet. We'd rather have bigger cards like King 10 suited, King 9 suited, Ace 8 suited, Ace Jack off, King Queen off, Ace Queen off, these type of hands. They're going to play bigger in low SPR pots, whereas with this hand, we actually want to keep the stack to pot ratio very large, because that's where a hand like this does very well. And folding would just be way too tight. This hand plays great post-flop, no reason to fold. So flop goes check, check, and it's to us on the turn. We have the option to lead out. So we can do an overbet for 2,400, large bet for 1,600, half pot bet for 1,000, or check.
Woo! What we doing
Go.
here?
What up, PTR? How you doing, brother? Good morning. So, not to change the subject, but how do you guys have two different cams in OBS? We use a Zoom call, and then I screen capture each camera from the Zoom call.
Yep.
What are you doing? What are you doing? 16 for Bruce.
1K, 6. Chuck Nola's going 1K. O's. D Coot's going 16. Oso's going 16 as well.
16 for Cap. Dry board thinks it's good. 16 for Dennis.
Going to be Cap most. Won't be check bet enough with Ace X. I see. So you feel like he's going to be checking a lot of underpairs to the Ace X. His Ace X should be betting. I'm seeing no checking. Everybody betting.
0 checks on my side, too. A few 1600s and a bunch of quiet people right now. They're waking up. They're shaking it off. Izzy coming in with 1600.
Yeah, DB's going 16 here.
16 for stars.
Where's
Jelly shook.
Shook.
What you doing, Jelly?
People are saying, I'll see all these bets in chat. You know damn well in game, a lot of people are just finding the check button here.
Jelly said it's 1K for him. Fold out random Broadway combos. Give up river unless it's a
break
7.
Rivers without a club in our hand, I think.
Probably still call underpairs, so we need to barrel a lot of rivers, I think. Either 16 or 1K for DFS.
Whew.
All right. So we're going 1K. That's what Jelly's doing.
Yeah, and we're going 16 here for chops.
What are your thoughts?
16 or 24.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going. The small size won't really accomplish much. We are going to have some Ace Jack, Ace Queen, all these sets as well, even some Ace 5, Ace 6, Ace 4 suited. And we have an emergency gut shot, unblocking backdoor clubs.
And no show.
I wonder if we really want to polarize and go 24. I'm kind of conflicted. I'd probably go like 16, but I could see 24 being viable as well.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not sure what Faraz does here. 16 is okay. I could totally get down with 24. We still have all the
Me
Ace
too.
X.
I
would
mean,
check Ace X here out of position a lot to balance my checking range. So it's still viable that we have a lot of Ace X, and we do want protection on the board that's You know, 3 to a straight, 3 to a, or 2 to a flush. So yeah, in game I'd probably go 16 and bomb river, but I can totally get behind 24.
Yeah, I mean, 24 does threat. I mean, give you a little shallower of an SPR if we want to just overbet jam. It'd be like 125, 120% or something like that on the river ish. It won't be as big of an overbet jam if you wanted to just follow through on river, especially good ones to make 4-liners, and we're gonna have all the sets and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I have thoughts about if and when we bet here what we should do on river. What about a check raise, says DFS Brat? You want to take that, or you want me to take it?
You can go ahead and take it. I mean,
the problem with the check raise is, like, would we ever check an ace here twice when there's 2 clubs and all that stuff? Like, I think we would pretty much always bet our aces. I think it's okay, but I think it's also, like, a pretty uncommon line to check raise, like double check and then check raise. Like, it's just an awkward line, I think. And then,
yeah,
I mean,
I don't hate it.
All his bluffs should bet when we check twice. So there's that. I just wonder if we ever check an ace twice.
It is a strange line to take with even our value, top portion of our value hands. Are we ever checking our sets and shit like that? It's just interesting. Are we
Not
checking
twice,
2 pair? This is real interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's under bluffed. I mean, I don't hate it. It's certainly unique and can be kind of cool. Honestly, I wouldn't hate it.
You get a. I think when we check twice, we get
because it feels like he's a little cat.
Yeah.
In a way, by checking a flop like this, unless he's checking specifically top set. But even a hand like that would want to bet this deep SPR to get the money in. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate it at all. But we're going to go 16 because that's what Chops is doing.
1K for us. This is where we part ways.
Yep.
In this hand, we take a 1600 bet size, which I think this is okay. I actually prefer the overbet here. And it's because when this player checks back, well, first of all, we're really deep, so they should be pretty careful with a lot of their ace-jack, ace-queen type hands, because we don't. The in-position player doesn't have a ton of pocket 5s and 6s, and ace-5 suited, whereas the flatter, their range is more condensed. So there's a big nut advantage for the out-of-position player, and you're super deep. So if you're shallow, it still would be concerning, but not as concerning, given that we are so deep. This in-position player does want to do a decent amount of checking back. But of course, the majority of their range, a lot of their range is going to be mostly just stuff like kings, queens, jacks, tens. And most players probably don't even check back as many aces as they should on this flop when you're this deep. So it's fair to say his range is probably more biased towards those kind of tens through kings type hands. And when you bet this size, it's hard to get them to fold. You're going to have to pretty much go twice to get those type of hands to fold if you think the river's a good card to go again on. Whereas if you just do the large overbet here now, you'll start to get some of those hands to fold now.
True.
So opponent calls. River is a 2 of spades, and we're going to have some similar options here. We can... Oh, I forgot to say, on the previous street, checking is definitely a reasonable option as well. So I like to go overbet as my favorite option, and then my second favorite option is probably checking, and then my third favorite option is betting this size, and then betting 1,000 half pot. I think is just kind of worthless with this hand. It just doesn't accomplish anything. So onto the river, deuce, we can check. We can bet 2,500 for half pot. We can bet 4,500, or we can go all in.
This is a fucking toe hand history.
Well,
what are we doing now? We bet big. What's up, Crisco? How you doing, brother?
Crisco in the house. All in. Let's polarize ourselves and probably get snapped by 9.
Check fold for Jelly. He's done. He's waving the white flag.
9 high. Bombs away. Cat jam.
I believe it's 9 high.
Chuck Nolan's 4.
Like a boss.
I love, cat jam should just be the all in. Whenever we want to go all in, it's cat jam.
Put the cat jam out there.
It's just fucking cat jam.
Caps jamming. We got a check fold and a jam. Anna, thank you for the follow. And also coming in with the 4,500. Big bet. Almost pot.
Cat jam.
Hey, Jeff Gam in the house. What up, brother?
What up, Chris?
What up,
I'm
Chris? How you doing,
always
man?
showing back up. Zooted. Ouchies. I'm snapping, baby. All right. Yeah, I mean, DB Chops is jamming. He wants to be polarize our range here. We see some 4.5Ks out there. What up, boy?
Kev says, ain't my money. Easy rip. Hey, Crisco, doing great here to get more
I'm
gooder.
bro with 9 high. Makes me feel alive. Deb, you got to remember, you're also too rich to care. This is the 215. You wipe your ass at 215 anymore, right?
Tech Jamos has no full equity. True. What up, Marlon? How you doing, brother? C-Star's going 2,500. Putting a baby bet out there.
All right. What did Jelly do?
He check folded.
You checked?
Check folded.
We're all in.
Me too.
Yep, it's over. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not checking and showing 9 high here. It's all over.
No shit about it.
Nope.
And
we're
they
still
should
gonna-
have very little ace-X in their range that checks flop. And if they don't have an ace, I have an ace unless you tell me you have an ace, and I was just kidding. So, Jam is good. Jam is
Yeah,
good.
I mean, do you think there's some kind of level where Faraz is going to think 4.5K looks more like value and all-in looks too bluffy? So
I think he
4.5K?
overbet turn, so he's likely going to overbet river.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
I think pot is actually a decent bet. I think it's probably pretty close between pot and jam.
Yeah.
I think any less than pot is not good, but I think
2.5K?
pot or jam for sure.
Hell no.
The problem with 2.5K is you're going to get called by all the
Queens.
underpair.
Well, I mean, queens are going to find the call. Jacks are going to fucking find the call. 'Cause
Nines and tens are going to find a call.
They're getting 3-to-1, and it's like, fuck it. Yeah. What up, Tree? What's up, boys?
I don't have the courage to punt 100 blind starting stack on a river bluff. Why not?
Wait a minute. What did you get on the turn?
Goose egg.
Whoa! Hashish!
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, like I said, like they
Congrats, DB
they've
Chops.
capped their range so hard
Congrats.
that they just don't have ace X.
Fucking zero.
4,500 makes the same result. All in looks less bluffy. That's definitely fair. I think pot is definitely
Arch.
a decent answer, for sure.
All right, this feels like a punt. Chuck Nola says, no. Think about the range. We're like visualizing how ranges interact with these boards, right? I mean, and what his value range should be doing in a situation like this, and kind of where a majority of his range lies. It's kind of like with the game we're playing here.
Would we fold tens through kings
We
on a
have
river
fucking
shove? I said it
9 high.
would really depend on who I'm playing against. I mean, if I was playing against you, Jelly, for sure. If I was playing against sixes, for never.
If you are. So 45, I was thinking 4.5K would look less bluffy and more like value from our range because it's going to get called more often. So that should scare out some of those hands more so and look more like a value bet. That kind of comes to mind, but I wonder if in game I would just rip it in.
I would have been.
Well, I think it's one of these two options for sure.
4,500 makes a lot of sense. I probably would have put it in game. I agree. We bet large on turn and still there. I'm okay check folding here. I was going to say this before, but I didn't want to give any spoilers. If we bet turn, we have to bet something on the river. Like we can't bet turn and not bet river. So if you're not going to bet river and you just want to get your showdown, then you can check
Check
the
the
flop,
turn.
or
Yeah,
check
he
the turn
might
rather,
check turn.
for sure. But if we bet the turn, we have to bet the river. I mean, that's a common thread in poker most of the time.
Not always for sure.
Most of the
I mean,
time.
nothing's always. But all right, we're all in. Let's go.
We're checking.
You ready?
Yep.
It's going to be another spot to do big betting. So
All the
I like
beans.
the 4,500 option,
See?
but I even like the all-in
See, he
option
likes
even
4.5K.
better. Our
give
opponent's
that 10?
pretty damn capped here. We have way more 7-8 suited in our range. We have pocket threes in our range. They don't. We also have a bunch of sets. And that's why it's important when you are this deep stacked, you do start to 3-bet some of these pocket pairs. Not like crazy, but it's good to have them in your range when you're this deep. That way on these boards, you're not just getting owned. Most people don't 3-bet those. And in this situation, this player can just go all in, and this guy's so capped. and we don't have that many hands we're willing to bluff and go that crazy with. So this is one of them. On this turn, I think we could have done that large bet or over bet with anything like pocket deuces, pocket threes, pocket sevens, maybe pocket eights. Those are all hands we maybe try to turn into bluffs on the turn to get them off larger pairs, the kings through tens type hands. And now on this river card, this player's range improved because now the straights got there, and if we were ever bluffing with deuces, now that's a set. And yeah, maybe with the sets you don't want to go all in, you want to go the larger size with the smaller ones, and maybe with your pocket sixes and 7-8 and pocket threes you can go the all in size, and you're balancing it with something like this. So we don't have a ton of bluffs here. So it is nice to throw some in, and because our opponent's so capped and we have a giant nut advantage, we just get to go huge here. And in game, we didn't choose the all-in size, we chose this, and we did get looked up by pocket kings. I think if we went all in, would have had a much better chance of this working out.
Kings.
Funny as hell. All in.
I mean, that's what we were targeting, right? We were targeting trying to get a hand like
That
that
shit
full.
full.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he leveled himself with that little things like maybe it looks more like value if I use this size rather than more bluffy if I go all in. But yeah, he snapped by kings. Feels bad, man.
He didn't jam. It's his fault.
And I think people are gonna call more of that size when the club draws miss. They can say anything missed. They just don't want to fucking find a fold.
That is one thing when you make these types of moves.
We got to see
when there's
it.
a missed flush draw out there, you get called a little more for sure.
Yep. He showed the hand, Tom.
Yeah, the whole army is shook. I
Oh,
was about to
because
say that.
everybody's like, holy shit, that it's rare. This is like 5% of the time this happens. We get to see showdown in the Paras quiz. Cool.
Good one. You guys got us on this one. We got wrecked, turning river.
Yeah, we got a 26. My man Chops representing. Good job, buddy. I see you. Hell yeah. Let's get back in there. Cat Jam. It has to be the fucking Cat Jam.
Okay.
Let me have it, please.
Cat Jam in the chat for you to be drawn the next winner, and
did I fuck it up? Is it?
We'll pick another quiz.
Yep. Lowercase.
On the bright
cat?
side, when you rebuy, you're going to get more play now. I mean, I think
no, I messed
just
this
in
up.
general, like, especially if you're a regular, people definitely have notes on me and sixes.
I mean, how is it
This is the
exactly?
move. That's a move like we both said we would have jammed, right? Like,
Oh, I mean, I was just jamming every
we definitely
time.
got that in our game.
Oh, I don't see the jam. Oh.
It did feel like it was definitely a pair. When they check flop and call the big bet on the turn, they definitely have a pair. It's a pair or a passive club draw, one of the two, for sure.
There. I
We
need
can
to
get
see
that to
it.
fold by jamming.
All right, it started all over Cat Jam. Get him in there again. I'm an idiot. Let's pick another one. There
First
it
time I've ever
is.
seen Faraz show what's happening in the world. Maybe he got complaints from the poker coaching management.
Cat Jam out there bumping. What up, boys?
Jerome, good morning.
What up, T-Dubs? Tree in this bitch. Flop Monkeys was good.
Slow.
I know it does load so slow for me as well.
Oh, cool. And then it's them and not me. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
We got Affleck's bracelet event, or we got Evans Falls View.
It's got to be Uncle Affleck, right?
Evan didn't want to
Uncle
take his
Ben.
own quizzes when he was helping me out last
He
week.
was shook. He was. he was.
He knew I
shook
was going to
to
run his
spit.
quizzes in Pio.
He didn't want to have his quizzes ran in Pio. That's great. Get his ass.
All right, let's do Affleck.
All right,
Let's go for
1288 it will be. Shit. All right, we got 8 in there. Cat Jam in the chat. Oh, I fucking feel great, man. I took infinite time off. I didn't know social media. I spent all the time on the beach.
Don't let
hanging
this
out
guy
with
lie to you.
family.
There was a moment when I wanted to study and none of our friends would answer. And this guy was sitting in a stairwell in some fucking hotel, hiding from his wife and security just to study with me on his phone. Don't let him
I did
fool
it for
you.
like 40 minutes or something. I did
He
study
couldn't
a
stay
little
away
bit.
completely.
All right, why'd you? I try. I was trying not to study. I was getting the itch. Like, man, I want
Your
to play
wife doesn't
phone.
watch this, does she? I might got you in trouble.
That's funny as hell.
All right, let's
All
draw a
we
winner.
ready? Let's do it.
DFS Brad in the house. Let's go.
My man Crest. Let's do it, my dude. Carry me.
I need that poker. That's right.
All right.
I did snitch. I
Yeah, you
totally
did.
snitched.
I was like trying to sneak my study in, get my fix in, not tell anybody. Hey, Toe, will you run these Sims for me, man? You got any of them Sims, man? What you been looking at?
All right,
right.
we're ready.
1288 it is.
DFS,
and
representing the Army. Good to go.
Let's
Man,
click
I
it.
quiz. Ready to roll?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're back in the World Series Poker Bracelet event. We have pocket nines under the gun with like 25 big blinds. We're going to raise it up, get called by an EP player, and we're going to go heads up to the flop. Queen, queen, four, two clubs. Should we check, bet 1,200 or bet 2,400?
I already like this quiz.
Go all in. I'm all in. No, I'm kidding. All in, 7K, call or fold to this 3-bet.
Bruce checking out of position.
It's a little over 3x. We're all pretty deep. Got some calls. PTR. Tyrone Begum's for the
Check for
Sims.
Dennis. Check for DFS Brat.
Oh, shit.
Check for Beware. Everybody checking so far.
Call. Checking.
C bet in the bunch.
Wait a minute. What are you looking at?
Pocket nines. Bracelet event.
Oh, my God. I'm looking at the wrong one. We're looking at different quizzes.
What the fuck?
I'm looking at 1288.
That was last week. Get with the times.
We're all pissed. Give me a second, guys. You guys already probably saw this. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Give me a second.
No worries. Catch up. It's only like 30 seconds, the first little part.
All right. Sorry about that. Pocket nines. Yeah, you guys looked at that one last week. My bad. I seen bracelet event and went to that one.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
It was open.
Ooh. This is a good one already.
Yeah, especially because it's early position versus early position, so it's super interesting. Kep says got a bet small. Villain should have almost no calling range and some underpairs, except for underpairs and some random Broadway. DFS Brat, who is our person in charge, is checking.
Okay. What are you doing here, Chris? What are we doing here, guys? I fucked up. Gave you guys a lot wrong quiz last time. Here we are with pocket nines on queen, queen, four. We see betting, we checking, and what size if we are. We're all over the place already. 12, 12, 24.
Really weird spot, Cap.
Chris Raven going 12 for a C-bet, small C-bet. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. I think we have more queens than villain. Okay. Deuterinos with the first check of the bunch.
Really?
One check, 124, and
We got all
12.
checks and one small C-bet, 112.
Oh, the mafia doesn't know any better. They're just all
Fire.
fire. Sheesh. No checking by anybody. Yeah, damn. I'm kidding. Check. That shit only thing calling you is better anyways. Going to check a lot out of position, but our exact hand seems to want protection. Okay. DB Chops thinks this hand wants protection. So from our underpairs to the 9. So 2s through 9s, 10s, you think?
Start
need
C-betting 10s and jacks for value.
Okay. I probably check. I think I can make more bluff catching with this type of flop. Okay. So now we're seeing a few more checks. All right. What was your player doing?
Check.
Your guy doing? And we're going 12.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I could definitely see the argument for protection. My only problem is when we C-bet these spots, like, we get floated on boards like this a good amount, I would think, actually. Like, any paint with a club, obviously a queen, even under pairs. Like, when we bet and get called, no matter the turn, are we betting again? And are we value timing ourselves? Like, we don't know where we are in this hand. We're kind of lost and fine.
How many streets of value do you have right now with this hand? You know, like, you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I find a check here,
I would
a
too.
reasonable amount. And I would check a lot of my strong hands here as well. It's like, are we gonna be fairly protected? I am gonna want to bet some hands, but I think I'm gonna check this for sure.
I mean, I would check the vast majority of my range in this spot, but
Yeah.
again, it's a little different when like you're early open facing a late position caller. I know we see bet more. The earlier we open, the later the caller, the more we see bet. But
Yeah.
this is early versus
No.
early. He should have a condensed range. I'm definitely checking.
Yep. Same. But we're gonna go 1,200 because that's when my man Chris is doing.
If we bet 2,400 and get raised, yeah, I mean, sucks.
Fucking
right?
bet. I mean, what do you
sucks. And he could be doing that with flush draw, right? He could be doing that with a worse underpair. It's like it's fucking.
You don't know,
sucks.
yeah. Somebody might be a fucking lunatic and or they just have it and raise you, and you don't. You just. I don't know. Yep.
All right, we're going check.
We're going 12.
So this hand quiz is a perfect example in learning to recognize the strength of ranges. This guy flatted our 25 big blind open in the under the gun 7 position. We were on the gun 8 off of 25. This range is extremely tight. This should probably be about 5 to 6% of hands. Yes, there's going to be some worse pairs in there like 7s and 8s. There's also going to be like pocket jacks, pocket 10s in there, pocket 9s. There's going to be an aces and kings trap in there occasionally. Ace queens in there. King queen suited, king jack suited. There's just not a lot of air in that range. It's a very tight range. We're playing about 18% of hands. This player's playing about 6% of hands. And that means we're pretty much going to be at an equity disadvantage at most flops, and we're going to be doing a lot of checking. This is a perfect example. Yes, our particular hand wants to bet, but our range is going to be doing a lot of checking here, including we want to check some of our queen X, some of our aces, kings. We're never going to get 3 streets of value with these 9s, so I think checking is the best. If you want to put out a 1,200 bet for some protection and value, I think that's fine as well. Betting 24, I don't like going larger, though, because we're betting larger into an uncapped range. I bet 12. I think checking's better, but betting 12 is fine, like I said. This pair calls. We get the 5 of clubs on the turn. Should we check, bet 2,000, bet 4,000, or bet 6,000?
Good, bad.
I don't know anymore. What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
There's
Kev,
a plethora of bet sizes.
What are you doing now?
Check or 2K? Our dubs checking, check call. Check. Being out of position is sad and no fun. I know what I'm doing already. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Kev says, good call for him. Bluff catching now. 2K for Jerome. 4K for Bruce.
Okay.
The old alley-oop. They are not capped, Marlon.
Deuterino's checking.
They still have flush draw. They still have
check calling.
queens. They still have pairs
PTR is
over
going 4.
9s.
Man, it's a handful.
Jeff says check again, except we didn't check in game. We bet 1,200. So we got to play it as if we did that, right? 4K
Press
for
is
C-stars.
checking. I'm trolling. He says.
Check for drugs. We literally have every answer in my chat
Straight
except for 6K.
trolling. Yeah, I mean, 6Ks.
DFS spreads checking again. Says,
Torch.
9 of clubs brings good showdown.
Crest is checking. What is your guy doing?
Check.
I'm betting small. I don't want to cap my range, and I have some equity. Could still have the best hand. If I check, am I going to call fucking turn and river?
Especially like a 4K bet or
I don't
something?
know. I don't know what fucking size he's going to go. If I don't have the best hand and he has a single queen and he doesn't raise, I can get there. I can hit a 9. If I bet, my range is still uncapped. I don't think I get raised. I'm setting my price to and potentially getting value from worse. When I check, it feels like my life can now become hell. Like, I don't know. We're at the mercy of him out of position being able to bet twice and me being in question mark land.
Yeah. Battle anybody. What up? So Beware has a theory question. It says, theory question, would you tend to bet more because you have a club or without one? He's checking in game. I think that I wouldn't be betting here out of position very much at all with either. It's kind of tough for me to answer. I think when I do bet here, I'm on team 6s for sure, that I would bet small because I don't want to check here and face like a pot size bet. Kind of like what we did to the guy in the last quiz, right? Like, I want to avoid that. I think we have the best hand a lot. I think club is a decent card for us. And we usually bet small on these fleshy boards.
Yeah, you can get fucking bluffed off this super easy by something was just floating. You can
So I would go 2K.
And you could just get value owned, just have you dead. But we can just, I don't know, maybe 2K for me, but let's see. Do we ever check back flushes? At this SPR, it's close, right, man? I would tend to bet.
Me too. I want to get value from
Just-
like it depends on the flush too.
I think I would want to check back a flush with a shallow SPR where I could still bet river and get the money in. But when I'm over like 2.5, like 2.5x or something like this, I think I want to bet at this SPR. But at a shallower SPR, it might make some sense.
Yes.
Where we can 1.25x river, 1.5x river wouldn't be terrible, but I don't know.
TFS said he only called 1200, so he's searching as well. He may have a best hand, but I think he has a club as well. Yeah, I mean it could easily be ace jack, ace king with a club for sure. You know, but we want to charge those hands too. Like we'd like to get value from those hands, right?
One turn. This might have to just be a bluff catch sometime. This is a really interesting, because I mean Matt was saying like how many streets of value do we have, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's going to be really hard to check call twice.
And also, look how much conversation and how much debate happens when you are out of position and you're c-betting. Like, it gets really fucking weird.
Look how many different, when we check, he's still going to have some bluffs. We can check call once, check call
pot
twice.
Control, pick up the turn, pot control, super easy to play.
And our ranges, we're going to have some strong hands we do that with as well that makes it easier for us to play as well in other situations. So
I mean, kind of similar if you have, like, aces, no club, right? Like, it's almost a similar situation here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a real strong hand, maybe something to need at less protection. Like if you bet kings on this flop or something like that, I would bet kings and maybe check kings on the turn.
Right.
Leads very little protection. It probably only gets 2 streets.
Right.
Something like that. Nines feels like it still needs a little protection. I don't know. This is interesting.
I don't know that we can get 3 streets ever, DFS Brat. Because if he's got an underpair with a club and he misses the club, he's probably not calling river bet very much because there's a queen and the club's got there, right? Like, it's pretty fucking scary. And he doesn't block any of the flushes. Right?
Yeah, man, people are making me feel like this is just straight bluff catch now, but man, it's going to be hard to bluff catch for 2. Maybe
I'm kind of just like bluff preventing. I don't want to bet this. I'm just kind of like, don't bluff me.
All right. This is an interesting spot. We'll learn. Let's hear what Matt has to say, though.
We're checking because that's what DFS is doing.
Let me double check so I don't. Yeah, Chris is checking as well. So we'll do that, and let's see what Matt thinks. Let's get better.
So here, once the flush came in, we bet. We got called. We didn't learn a lot about this player's range. They could be calling a lot of hands in position. But now I think we have another check. If you want to bet 2,000 for some value and protection, I'm fine with that with a club. But in general, we're going to be checking here. This guy can still have queens.
We got the
he can still have jacks, 10s. A lot of hands that beat us. Yeah, he has 7s and 8s still, but we're not going to be getting a lot of value from those hands.
He said bet 2 is cool.
I think checking by far is the best option. If you want to bet 2,000, that's fine. And as our bets get larger, I don't like the bet as much. We check, and we face this 2,500 chip bet. Should we fold, call, raise to 6,000, or go all in?
Got lucky. That wasn't a 6K bet.
Oh, the 6K is probably a fucking 0.
No, we got lucky. This guy didn't bet 6 into us.
Yeah, well, it'd have been easier. We just get the hell out of there. I think it's our stack. It's over. Call, raise, or all in. Anybody folding? Stinky snapping. Fold is my first instinct, Zuya says. Interesting.
You're confused, Bruce. We c-bet flop and got called, and then we have to play this hand as if that was the case, which is what Affleck did. And since he did that, he liked to check the turn. He said betting 2K was okay when we c-bet at a position.
Call.
Battle anybody. Not battling this time. Folded.
Bluff jam on river.
The only fold out there on fold out by himself.
Grass wants to fold.
Kep says, Villain has almost no queen X. Personally, I would rip it, but I have impulse issues. He said check flop was best, Bruce, but that's not what he did in game.
Yeah, we didn't do that in game. If we check flop, you guys checking turn 2? Yep. Yeah.
Can't fold, can't raise, only these one option, says the powerful Mr. Drugs.
Zudapair said, I think we should find a better spot. Damn, everybody's shook about calling.
DFS Brad says, snap call, bluff catcher.
Crest Raven is calling. What are we doing over there in the army?
Calling, I believe. DFS said, would snap it. Feels like a bluff catcher here. Yep. That sounds like call to me.
Yeah, we're snapping. I mean, I'm never folding. See,
Oh, you mean you would all in snap it?
no, I'm calling this 2.5K.
So DFS, give me
Oh, what? Whoops.
give me a definitive answer. Are you jamming or are you calling? Because I got confused. I said, give me a definitive answer. Oh, jam, cool. I said, give me a definitive answer. Jared calling. He said, yes. I was like, wait. Jamming. He's jamming.
DB. He's jamming?
Yes.
Never in a million years jamming. I'm only calling him snap calling.
Yeah, me too. I think one, we have a good bluff catcher. Two, we have the club security blanket, right? And three, like when we jam,
Look
we
at the
only get
price.
called by better, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we're getting a great
we
price.
never get called by worse.
Yeah, we get better to call and worse to fold.
Yeah.
When we fucking rip. So no. Any of the other options, fold feels too weak getting this price.
Definitely.
Race to 6K accomplishes nothing. So it feels like a pretty easy call.
DFS says cat jam.
Cat jam. I love it. All right. We're calling here though. Chris Raven found the balls to call. So let's do it.
We're stuffing it in his face. Let's go.
So we're facing about a 40% pot bet here.
Snap.
So we're going to be folding roughly like 35 to 40% of our range.
Yeah, that's it.
No, sorry. We're going to be folding less than that. 25 into 87. So we're going to be folding just under 25% of our range here. With a club here, I think we have an easy call. Without a club, I would probably fold. And versus a larger size, I would consider folding. But with a club here and facing a small bet, I think we have a pretty trivial call. Not much else that's going to make me think otherwise. I don't think raising makes a lot of sense. Let's call. He can have some worse pairs. He can have like ace of clubs, king, ace of clubs, jack still. Still can have some worse hands here. So we do call. River's the ace of hearts. Luckily for us, it goes check, and we win this pot against pocket eights. Key concept here is just to recognize how tight and condensed this range is and how much checking we need to do out of position here versus this strong range.
Man's up. We got him. It's a big pot, too.
So folding 98% of my range is bad? Yes, Jelly.
What did, okay, I have to ask. What did you get for jamming the turn?
12.
Yeah, 12. A -2?
Goose egg. He was killing it, too.
Yeah.
Killing
We
it.
did it again. 28. Good job, Crest. You know where to find me. Hit me up, DB Chops Crest. Shoot me those whispers. I'll take care of you guys. Good shit. And yeah, that was fun. That was
a good one, Crisco. I think we're in this spot a lot in games. And the big thing about the turn where the jam, I mean, yes, he's got very little QX. I agree. The problem is like Sixes and I were saying, like you have to ask yourself, are you betting as a bluff or are you betting for value? If you're betting for value, what's worse that's calling? And if you're betting as a bluff, what's better that's folding? And in this case, there's not a good answer for either of those, right? So then usually the best answer is check, or call, and keep it pot control-y. Good one, though.
And another good takeaway is like, remember when we get to these stack depths and when we're early position, right? And he said his calling range was tighter than our opening range.
For sure.
So just take that thought post flop and it'll help you get better. It's just
Clancy calls that the gap concept or something, right? Isn't that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his range is tighter than your fucking opening range.
It'd be tighter to call than to make an open.
So
Yep.
I got to check. Otherwise, you just get wrecked because their range is too tight when you end up c-betting and they never fold.
When was the last time you read something from Sklansky?
Oh, my God.
Pre-Black Friday.
Well, yeah.
He had good shit, but I just... The Drugs is the only guy I know who reads poker books now. Like, usually it's all videos and that kind of content, right? He's got me reading a book right now, actually.
I was reading a little bit of this on vacation a little bit. You know how this is. I was reading this.
Oh, yeah. He's got me reading...
So tough. It's a hard-ass technical read.
It's going to be proud. What the fuck are we reading? I'm brain dead right now, Drugs. We're reading something good. By Brojos, right?
Oh, yeah, that Andrew Brojos book.
While we're talking about that shit, let's
Modern
make
poker
a new
worth it.
key
Yeah.
word. You just want to go 6 toes and keep it rolling?
Yep. Just keep
Cool.
it
6
rolling.
toes is the keyword. Ginger coming in with the 42 months.
Excelling at Tough No Limit by John. Yeah, that JL book is sick.
What?
Modern Poker Theory. I've heard a lot about that. All right, get in there, Six Toes. Six Toes Mafia. Let's sweep them today.
All right, Ginger. Thank you so much for the 42 fucking months. That is an absurd number of months. Thank you, Ginger. Here from the beginning, I appreciate you so much. Six Toes in the chat to compete for the quiz. I guess we're just rolling right into Evan, right? You want to go 1289?
You already did 1293. Oh, we can do Evan.
No,
Yeah, let's go.
I was backing up and just because we've been following the Falls View and.
Oh yeah. 1289.
Actually, I see 1282. We haven't done that one either for Falls View. Actually, maybe was I out a week?
No, that's it's blank on mine. I haven't done it.
The bracelet event 1281. There's a few in here that we would normally do that we haven't. The fuck?
Yeah, I haven't done those. I haven't done that either.
All right, so let's do 1282.
Okay.
And then we'll do 1281 and go back to the bracelet event if you want and kind of catch those up.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're gonna do 1282 and let's pick a winner.
The winner is we got the Ringer. He cracks under pressure though. It's drugs.
Oh shit! I got please, Stinky, get his ass, Seabass. Get his ass.
What up, Gab? How you doing, man?
Just crush this man. What up, Gab? Good to see you, man.
Drugs, can we tap Casey in? We got a better shot.
Casey 333.
Crisco, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Have a good weekend, man. Thanks for hanging out, man.
So we'll do 1282.
Drugs says, I haven't won a quiz yet, so I'm just going to keep the streak alive.
Well, nice. We appreciate that over here.
Be consistent.
Yeah, we appreciate that over here.
All right, let's roll it. Ready?
Yep, 1280.
Hello everyone, Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoach.com. Today we are reviewing a tournament hand from the $1,100 buy-in World Poker Tour Falls View event I played earlier this year. At this stage in the tournament, blinds are 300, 600. We've been steadily cruising along and building up our stack somewhat as well. We're dealt a pair of sevens under the gun on a 10-handed table. First to act, action is on you. What should you do? Should you fold, limp in, min raise to 1200 or 2.5x to 1500?
All right. What are we doing? We're under the gun. Are we playing pocket sevens under the gun? What's happening? Slap. You got lucky and followed through. How to get toe equity by osmosis. That's right.
Was it worth listening to? R-Dub, I might listen.
10-handed? I'm already lost.
All right, what we doing here, boys?
1,500 for Bruce.
Sevens.
And then a bunch of 1,200s coming in.
12.
How deep are we? 63, 50.
Cool, man. I'm going to have to check it out then.
50, 50.
If you thought it was worth it, and all I have to do is listen and just work out and listen to it or walk and listen, I can do that. Let's see. What are we doing here, guys?
We are first act.
Wait a minute. Who got picked for this? Stinky. Stinky's going 12. All right, cool.
Drug says live is making it 1,500, sizing up a little bit.
What is Drugs is going 1,500?
Yep.
As Stinky's going 12, and this is a quiz where he's going to say it doesn't matter what side you're doing, they're both going to be a 10. So it doesn't really matter what you want to do when everybody's 50, whatever you're comfortable with, and you're both going to get a 10.
I kind of agree.
Yeah,
I would min raise it, but if you want to go 15, you're under the gun, it's fine. Just don't fold it. This is bottom of the range, but we still got to open it. Fire's Word, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, buddy.
All
right. Ready to go? Drug said 15.
Size doesn't matter, guys.
It doesn't matter. It's all about how you use it.
It's about how you use it. You guys are ridiculous. All right. What the fuck?
Let's roll it.
Come back to this shit.
On whatever
right,
hand ranking chart you look at,
I'm fine. It's
pocket
over.
sevens
I'm
is
winning all the
definitely going
money.
to find itself into the opening range.
Don't fold and don't limp. That's right.
For under the gun. So we definitely want to be playing this hand. We do not want to be folding it. And in terms of what sizing we choose, as I've said in many previous quizzes, that's going to be a stylistic thing. If you like min raising, so you can play a few more hands, reach down here with 6s, 5s, even 4s, then min raising makes a lot of sense. If you prefer to play slightly on the tighter side, then coming in for the slightly larger sizing of 2.5x makes sense. Whichever you choose, they're both worth 10 points. And I did award a few points to calling because sometimes on these kind of tables you can invite a calling train to come along when you start with an open limp, and pocket sevens is a hand that can come out on the favorable side of some setup hands. So I gave a few points for that, but it's definitely better to come in for a raise. Give yourself the best chance to take down the blinds and antes or get into a heads up pot, because in tournaments where there are antes in play, most of the time we're really just looking to take down the blinds when we have a playable hand, especially one that's close to the bottom of our opening range, which is what sevens is going to be under the gun. We get one call from a middle position player in the hijack. Flop is King 10-4 Rainbow. Action is on you. What should you do? Should you check, bet a third, or bet 2/3 of the pot?
Chuck says he made a 1,500 a game, so he thinks he should get an 11. I agree.
All right. To check or to C-bet? What are you guys doing?
Jerome, that's hysterical, but I'm not going to read that one out loud.
I can only imagine.
We ISO with pairs front of the gun. Well, we were first to act, so no ISO there, Marlon.
Yay, Chris.
Check.
But this is a little different from Matt Quiz because he is flatting from later. DB using his brain.
Check for machine gun. It was cutoff call, yeah? It's kind of hard to tell with the hand replayer thing. Oh, hijack call.
Crushes are under the gun range. Or
check. Nobody betting.
Nobody betting over there? Oh, we got some creative fuckers over here. We're definitely betting.
Marlon betting.
Oh, the machine gun's betting. No. Not the machine gun.
He said check first.
Nah, he ain't.
Uber Doob coming in with the small bet. What up, buddy? DFS. Oh, here come the bets.
Here we go.
Called out people's manhood, and now they're showing up.
Yeah, and there's like
DFS Brad coming in with a bet.
Here we go. So, wait a minute.
Dollar bill. Check it.
Make sure to tag me. Oh, Stinky, yeah. What are you doing here, Stinky?
What are you doing, Drugs?
Stinky is going check. Stinky's checking.
I don't have an answer for Drugs yet.
All right.
He's dead to me.
Oh, holy Rastus. What's up, man? How you been, buddy? Welcome back. Feels good to be back on the streets, my boys.
Drugs.
Uh-oh.
Get it together, man. Drugs.
All right, we're waiting on
there
the
he
army.
is. Check.
All right, what are you doing here, bud?
This is a close one. I wouldn't be surprised if it mixes bet only because it's early open and late position flat. I ain't gonna lie, in game I check a lot, but if you told me we see bet small here, a decent amount, I wouldn't hate you. I think it probably mixes some.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have like ace king in his range. We have all the ace kings. We have all the aces. He even probably mixes some king. He doesn't have kings in his range. He probably, I mean, obviously he's going to connect with this board with some like queen X, jack X symmetry hands that flat here. But I wouldn't hate a small bet, honestly. Like, we're going to have a hard time check calling because we're just going to be dead.
Fold, otherwise, right?
Yeah, otherwise. So I think I would like a bet here, considering we just have a pretty strong range. He's in late position. We might be able to just get some auto folds and have the best hand. So, yeah, 15.
He
doesn't have ace king. We do. He doesn't have aces. All those. He even mixes 3-bet with some of his suited king, queen, and king jack. Yep. So take out some of that shit. It's good for me. But he'll call 10 and draw jet. So we just check. We just c-bet, fold out some of the ace 9s, ace 8s, under pairs.
Yes, Jeff.
He's even going to call some gut shots and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's interesting. I think we win the pot sometimes by betting, and we never win too much by checking.
True.
That's how, I don't know.
True.
All right.
We're checking.
And we are checking as well.
All right, let's find out.
On this board,
I think it
betting
mixes.
doesn't really do much for us. In terms of getting better hands to fold, no better hand is going to fold. 8s and 9s will think
Gut
about
shot's
it,
gonna
but they'll
call.
probably call at least one.
Yeah, queen
And
jack,
in
jack
terms
nine,
of betting for
jack eight.
protection against hands that have equity against us that we'd like to see fold, such as gut shots and overcards, again, with with the player being in position and with us being as deep stacked as we are, those hands are just going to call a bet anyway. So the only hands we're really folding out if we bet are the small pocket pairs that we have absolutely crushed, and maybe some suited wheel aces like ace 3 suited, ace 2 suited, which have very little equity against us with only 3 outs. So since we can't really get any hands that have decent equity to fold against us, and we can't get value from many worse hands either, I think that checking on this board really is our only play. Our opponent checks behind, which could mean that he's pot controlling with a hand that's better than us, and it could be that he's taking a free card with a hand that's worse than us. We don't really know yet in the hand. 2 turn is the deuce of diamonds, which improves those wheel aces that we talked about earlier. And action is on you again. What should you do? Should you check, bet 3,000, or pot it for 4,500?
Kev said, I don't think Broadway hits his range too hard. Yeah, I mean, he's got all the suited combos of Broadway, right? Pretty much.
All right, Evan, excuse me. I was wrong. He's right. We probably can just see bet hands that kind of block some of his continuing range. If we are going to see bet out of position, but yeah, I don't mind it. Maybe like see betting our gut shot like ace jack. Yeah, that probably still wants to mix check call as well.
Yep. Dennis coming out and firing the turn. Everybody else I see so far checking. Cruel betting 3K. There's another one. Ginger firing to 3K. There's another one.
Check. From the block monkeys. Very damn guys, don't be shook. We checking again. We stabbing, trying to fold out some of those set hands. Or
Jack's
are we
checking
just good
again.
enough? Does Jug have perfect score right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so as a stinky. Uh-oh.
Checking for DFS. 3K for only friends.
Check. He has too much equity still. If we check for showdown value, there.
Who do I think I missed it? Thank you for the follow, buddy.
All right, Stinky's checking.
Jug checking too.
This
is a weird one. Part of me feels like we have showdown. Part of me feels like we need protection. Can get value.
Yeah, I'm probably just checking. I'll probably just check here again. Yeah, I'm checking. At this point, it's like we just have showdown value. Like we don't need to kind of turn this into a bluff. We don't get caught by too many worse hands that don't have equity. So yeah, we just check and like get there, right? And just fucking flip over sevens and win. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm conflicted.
Yeah, I just don't see, like, I guess I would turn some hands with equity that may not win at showdown, but this just will win at showdown, right?
Yeah. It definitely
I
has
don't know.
a decent amount of showdown value.
Like, and he still might fucking just call you with 9s and 8s and shit. All
The
of
thing
his
I
pot
think about
control,
is, like,
10x, and then you set money on fire. I don't
If
know.
we check and he goes bet, we're in a little bit of trouble, right?
If we what?
If we check and he goes bet.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're in trouble. We're probably getting bluffed, or he has a 10x or some kind of pot-controlled hand. I mean, I don't know.
It's kind of why I like betting.
Because we could just have the best hand right now, and he check and kind of capped his range.
And we don't want to double, cap,
I don't know if he
super cap
necessarily
by
cap.
checking twice and get on when he goes big
True.
bet bomb.
So you go 3K here on the turn, and then just check rivers.
Yeah. Or
Just
maybe
hold
bet
that shit
small.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You talked to me kind of seeing that too.
We're checking though. That's what Jugs is doing. I think
As
Stinky's checking too.
is Stinky. Yep.
All right,
let's do it.
Once again, we find ourselves in a
I can see
very
it.
similar situation to the one we were in on the flop. The only difference being now that those wheel aces, ace 3 suited, ace 2 suited, ace 5 suited, they're also not going to fold to a bet. So I guess the one hand that we could potentially fold out here that's drawing fairly live against us is 8-9 of spades, 8-9 of hearts, 8-9 of clubs. But those are very few combos relative to our opponent's entire range. So once again, we find ourselves in the same spot where we aren't really going to be able to achieve much protection against the hands that are drawing live against us. We're not going to get worse hands to call, and we're not going to get better hands to fold, regardless of what sizing we choose. So once again, the best option is going to be checking in this spot and really hoping to just take this hand to a showdown. Our opponent checks behind, and the river is a 5 of hearts. Action is on you. What should you do now? Should you check, bet 1,500, bet 3,000, or bet 4,500?
Jelly, it's not do well on check quizzes.
Damn. I crushed these check quizzes. Sweet.
Tiny bet for value from Dollar Bill and Jerome.
Check for showdown value and call a small bet. Easy game. God damn it. Why do I always want to do something a little spazzy and weird? Just want to, like, I don't know. This is weird. Just check call his ass, Seabass, I guess. Never get called by too much worse, do we? Ugh. Bet 1,500, get called by ace high a lot. So, yeah, that's what our dub is saying. Feeling something like that in me bones as well.
We got a few things here going on. 1.5K for a few. We got 3K out there. Kept betting. 900, super small, just a little blocker. Bunch of 1,500s. Check call for beware. Chuck says, I think I'm checking here. Not much to call other than ace high. Which is kind of what I'm doing too. Like, I don't see what we get. 1,500 we might get called by ace high. But that's like it, right?
Yeah, Stinky is checking here.
So
what is Drugs doing?
He's checking.
God, man, it's like when I guess we have to have like 40 to 60% equity when he checks here, but the problem is I think he could still check like 8s and 9s. That's my only concern.
Does he check a 10?
Fuck no, he ain't checking no 10 twice. If he does,
right?
God bless. Yeah, I mean, God bless if he checked a 10 twice. I mean, I'm leaning like betting 30% here. Getting value from like ace 5. Maybe he has like, God, is that too thin? His range is just so thin that we're targeting.
6 is my hero, true.
Yeah, I'm betting 15. Fuck it. I mean, but it is kind of nice to just bluff catch as well. We can call any size if we check at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm about the value. This just seems really thin.
I know it does.
Like, we're literally only targeting pretty much.
Maybe we can run this hand. Is this a runnable? Should we run this? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's run this one. Yeah. Let's see how much equity we have on this river as played. That's what I'm just curious. If we have over 50, we should be betting.
True.
Yeah, I mean, if we have over 50% equity, I'm just going to bet 1,500. All right, 1,500 for me.
Oh, we did it. We got him to spaz, guys.
Yep. Fuck it.
I got
when Evan's he never has, like, nuts. So.
Sorry, I got this thing
stabbing we can get called by ace, queen, ace, jack, ace 5. Even a weird ace 4 that might just be bluff catching as well. Fuck it. Give me money. 15.
15. All right, we're checking.
All right. No, Stinky's going check as well. I'm just saying 15 for myself.
I got it.
Because I almost clicked it. All right, let's do it. Motherfucker.
If you find
this was
yourself
made for
with
you,
a
Jelly.
stone cold read on your opponent,
I'm gonna run
they
man.
definitely would bet a 10 or a king on either the flop or turn. And you can be fairly confident that you have the best hand versus a pair of 6s or 3s or ace 5 suited, ace 4 suited, ace 2 suited. You could go for a very thin value bet here, betting about 1,500 and likely getting looked up by those hands. You may even get looked up by ace high at this point since our opponent has a lot of chips and can easily afford 1,500. Also, if you think your opponent may fold 8s or 9s to a large bet here, there is a little bit of merit in betting 4,500, although I don't think a ton. So if I were to bet, it's between those two sizes, and those are the reasons why. The small bet size to get value from some really weak pairs and ace highs, and the large bet size to maybe fold out a slightly better pair than us that has us pipped. But overall, I think our goal with this hand really is to just take it to showdown. It's going for extremely thin value here, and we could be value cutting ourselves by just betting into a 10 or a king or queens or jacks that decide to pocket control. So I think that the best play here is to check with the intention of evaluating based on the bet size that we face. Unfortunately, the bet size that we face is 0, and our opponent shows a losing hand. Our pair of 7s
we lost value.
Take down this small pot
with
a minimal amount of variance. Anyway, this has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com. I hope you enjoyed this quiz and learned a thing or two, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
$1,500 gets paid.
Yeah, probably.
All right, cool. I'll take those. We got a perfect score. I'm sure you did as well.
Yeah, they did the same thing the whole way down.
You guys know what time it is.
Chuck says, now toss the coin so I can lose my flip already.
That's optimistic.
Yep.
All right. They got a coin flip this, guys. Anybody new out there watching, whenever we have two of the contestants get the exact same score, they fucking flip for it, like in poker.
Yep.
So let's sweat the flip.
Who's calling it?
Call it. He calls tails.
Drugs actually said he got an 11 on the flop, so he wins. Tails. All right, let's do it.
Here we go. It's flipping.
Bang! Drugs, you buy a lottery ticket, buddy. You winning flips today. Heads it is.
It's heads. Oh, piss. Drugs winning flips?
What's going on?
What is going on? I didn't think he was that lucky.
This is the first time for everything.
Oh. Drugs winning flips.
That makes me want to start loading up and playing. I'm like, Jesus.
All right, cool. Sweet.
Pop the chip.
Get value on the river, but I don't think there's a huge difference. Yeah, the EV is going to be pretty small there, right?
Time to retire on a high note.
No, I always lose flips. Good shit, Stinky. Good try, buddy. I mean, at least we got the perfect score. You won to flip in my heart. Yeah.
That's right. All right, next quiz. We got one more, right?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Flips.
Flips. With an S at the end.
Flips.
Get flips in the chat. We will draw a winner for the last quiz of the day. I think we're catching up on some of these bottom ones, yeah?
That's cool.
So that means...
I think there was an Affleck one that was right under it or something.
Yeah, 1281.
No explanation point, buddy. Just flips. It's still loading on my end.
Cool. 1281.
Fluff, flips. 1, 2, 3, 4 flips. Guys, make sure to check out the PC Discord as well. I think we're gonna start doing a little Q&A there in the next couple weeks, me and Toe.
Yeah, ! PC in the chat if you want to sign up for Poker Coaching Premium and get in on that Discord, as well as the 1,300 quizzes you got, big blind charts for 100 blinds or more. There's webinars and homework assignments and courses and quizzes and all sorts of content. You should check it out. The free content is good as well. For free, you get 20 free quizzes, the big blind charts I mentioned, and a handful of homework assignments. So there's a lot of free content. You should definitely get the free content, if nothing else, because it's good and it's free. Why the hell not? DFS just put it a while ago. Nice.
Oh, yeah, 1281 it is. We can do that one.
Cool.
The
I'm ready to
Ace
roll.
of Diamonds. Yeah, let's roll it.
Jerome, my man.
There he is, Chuck Nola.
Uh-oh.
He found one.
Coach. Put me in, coach.
There he is. Good luck, buddy. Do work. Represent. And good luck. 1281 it is, though. I am ready when you are, sir.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we are back. 2K WSOP online bracelet event. We got the ace 10 of diamonds. We're going to raise it up. Folds the button. 3-bets us. He takes it up top. And it's back to us. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 6,000, or go all in?
Who's folding? Who's spazzing?
Woo.
The answer is check down. Not always.
GG.
Not always.
All right, what are we doing here?
How many blinds? Big blind is 350, and we have a 35,000 stack, so like 100 bigs deep.
Yeah, we're shallower effective, like 80 or something.
Yeah.
Call. Damn it, Stinky. Seems like a call. This is rough. I'm never folding, but I'm mixing calling and 4-betting here, R-Dub says.
Calls from everybody in Toe Army.
Chuck Nola's calling. Stinky. Cool. Yeah, we're calling here on our end.
Yeah, Jug's kind of nailed it. I think this one's a little too good to 4-bet as a bluff.
Yeah.
More likely going to be like the weaker suited aces, right?
Yeah, we're gonna 4-bet like the ace 4, maybe ace 5 and
ace
shit
4,
like that.
Yep.
It's, yeah, I mean, but this is just gonna be a call. Yeah, I'm calling, never folding.
Yep.
Jamming is just an absolute nuke.
Yep.
6K feels bad when you get actually 5-bet off of it. So.
Yep.
Call.
Let's do it.
All right. I mean, we're doing anything but fold here. I think folding's out of the question with 40% of a royal flush. I'm fine with calling, and I'm also fine with 4-betting to 6,000. This is a very, very good hand class. Like this ace 10 suited.
Says it's reasonable.
They can still make a straight, maybe an ace jack offsuit.
Okay.
Ace 5 suited, maybe a little bit. These are kind of your 4-bet candidates. Good blockers here, good playability when we get called. Don't like shoving. I think we're a little too deep for that. But calling's to me my predominant play, and then maybe I'm 4-betting this like 20% of the time. We do call, and we get the ace jack 9 flop, never leading here. And we check to the in-position player, who bets 2,100. Should we fold, call, raise to 5,000, or raise to 6,500?
All right,
guys. Call the 3-bet. Get C-bet. Check and get C-bet at. What's the plan now? We hit a race.
We check raising, check calling. I see folds out there, but check W. Call or check raise.
Calls coming in. Jug says check call, quiz over.
You ever see the Brad Owen revenge range chart? Oh man, I might have to see that. That sounds funny. That sounds funny as hell. The revenge range. Put it everything suited.
Call. All calls in the Army.
Every hand except for 5-2. That's great. Call. 0 raises, 0 folds.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's doing anything but calling. So that is a good sign to see people who are just competent in this spot. Like, nobody's fucking it up.
No one's spazzing it out?
No.
We hit a race.
Oh, Stinky goes 6.5K. There it is. It's probably a troll, but maybe not.
It's probably a troll, but maybe not.
I'm calling. We're only way ahead or way behind. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's call and find out.
Yeah, we're just calling. Yeah, it's none. Call. Yeah.
Marginal made hand.
I think we just have a crystal clear call here. We're never going to fold top pair here in a 3-bet pot. Pretty lockdown board where we're either way ahead or way behind. So not a lot of sense in raising when we're either going to be way ahead or way behind. So it makes sense to just call in being our main option. If we were going to raise, I'd raise the small size. But I don't really see, I'd raise more with like this ace 10 on like a 10-5-4 board where we need more protection against stuff like king queen, hands like that. But we don't really need any protection here. Yeah, there's some draws out there, but those draws aren't going to fold if we raise anyway. So we're going to call, see a turn. 3 diamonds, nothing changes, so we're not going to even incorporate any leading. Goes check, 7 of clubs on the river. Should we check, bet 3,000, bet 6,000, or bet 9,000?
3, 6, 9 or check.
Now it got interesting.
I'm pretty sure we're doing the same thing. What are we doing here, guys? Don't be shook now. What sides we like? Where we at? Our dub is check calling. Okay. Interesting. 3K from Stinky. Okay. Know what I'm doing.
Chuck says now Stinky fucks up. 6K for Jerome.
Chuck,
3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. 9K for drugs. 6 for Jerome. Check you get out. Think we need to block bets this cap.
3K sounds good for Cress. 6K from Flop Monkeys,
6K from friends,
50-50
cruel,
check,
6K.
call,
Lots of
or
sixes.
6K. Man. Chuck Nolan's going 9 though. And what is your guy down?
6.
You know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we're good. I mean, it has to be 9. Just 9K.
Yeah, and kept like it's not about a blocker bet. It's the fact that he capped turn. He never has ace queen or ace king, and so we have the best ace. Like we got to get value. We got to get
There's
value.
enough
man.
missed draws.
Checking here is a huge mistake. There's a lot
King,
of value.
Jacks. I don't know. Maybe in this spot, Matt thinks 6K gets called a little bit more, but I would probably just go 9 here.
I would go 9 for sure.
3K to get.
I mean, if I was gonna go big and not go pot,
10-8 does get there. We block that.
I would go like 77, 75 or something.
Yeah.
So
I can rep the miss. Yeah, our missed draws aren't going to want to use small sizings here.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, if we are going to be bluffing our missed draw, I think we're going to go
Bomb
big
it.
as hell. So bomb. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they'll call that much.
they
King
call
Jack.
their worst aces. They call kings. They call queens. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 6 gets called if we're thinking of like it is, but at the same time, I think we go just big when they cap.
Yep.
Right, like at the top of our range, and like I don't think he ever has like ace king, ace queen here, which makes this the nuts.
Yep.
This is like the fucking nuts.
Yep.
So 9K for me.
Me too.
9K for Chuck Nola.
6K for Jerome. Let's find out.
Yep.
So once it goes check on the
How many
turn,
points is
our
9?
opponents kind of capped themselves. A lot of draws out here.
Dead to
So
me.
pretty weak
Dead to
range.
me,
So
Affleck.
a lot of like
Dead.
pocket jacks, ace jack, pocket nines. We can expect all
played.
those hands. Ace three.
Now I'm
to be
definitely gonna
betting.
run this one.
Really, the only hands we lose to here are ace king and ace queen. Yeah, our opponent can have those hands, but those hands are going to bet the turn sometimes. And our opponent, I think, is more weighted to have a hand like ace 5, ace 4, pocket kings, pocket queens, maybe a jack 10 suited, queen jack suited, king jack offsuit. Lots of hands we can get called by from worse. I don't expect our opponent to like reopen the action and start bluffing a ton after it goes check. Probably has some showdown value. So I really like value betting here. Our hands, like we're only really value betting an ace or better, and our aces are pretty high equity hands here. So I think we can size up. I think 6,000 is a good size. You can go down, bet 3,000 if you want, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense to bet small here because we're not going to be going really super thin at value. We're not betting a jack X. We're not going to bet like an ace deuce here. So we're only betting better hands here. So it makes sense to size up. I like the 6,000 sizing. I make it a little larger. I'm not sure. Now I'm starting to get kind of thin. I don't really like the 9,000. I went 7. I like 6 the best. We do get called, and our opponent shows up with ace king, which is fine. It's going to happen sometimes. If you're not getting called by better hands, then you're not value betting thin enough. This player almost should have been barreling the turn a lot with this ace king. But goes to show, I mean, we're probably check calling anyway, so we lose the same amount of chips, but we gave ourselves a chance to get called by a worse hand like ace 5 that would probably check back. So.
Yep.
Well,
How does ace king not bet the turn there? What the hell?
wrecked. Oh man, we already got wrecked for
They
more.
lost value.
Yeah, I mean they should have went massive on the turn. We would call.
Funny coincidence. I literally just got a text message from Matt Affleck.
Is he watching this? Tell him, can he change his score?
No, I guess the UFC players playing poker right now. He texted me the article from Poker Coaching. His ears were ringing though. He heard us talking about him. What'd you get?
We got a 23.
So wish for Jerome and the Team Toe Army.
Oh, piss. Well done. We tied it up today too.
We did. We came from behind. Let's
Had
go.
to win a flip.
We're getting wrecked.
Had to win a flip, and then that. Well, all piss.
Pot seems too exploitable because they just include more traps of you're using too big of a size. No, I mean I just think they're capped. Like I think this check on the turn is super rare from a hand like this, especially there's like a gajillion fucking draws out there, and worse ace X still calls, right?
Yeah, I mean he certainly missed value, but I think a lot of you guys in chat made a very good point, thinking the 6K just gets more of his range to call than the 9K, even with the missed flush draw out there. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think you guys are good. I mean, that was great. Good stuff, guys, for sure.
Yeah. Absolute Disneyland, bitches.
Oh,
Mago, thank you for the follow. Joe, let me know how you want your money, buddy. $85 ACR off Team Toe. I don't know. You know how to find me, man. Let me know how I can pay your ass.
Who's out there? Anybody out there to drop the host off to? Yeah, I mean, you want to call it?
It's up to you. We got. I could do one more. We can call it. We get the usual amount. This one was kind of a quick one. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I know you've been traveling, so if you want to call it a few minutes early.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to nap to see if I can try to find time to play tonight to see if I can do that. But
He can't hang it anymore. He's been
gone
for
dude,
12 days.
I just drove 12 hours.
Studied for 2 hours. Like, put me in, coach. Get me in the fucking game.
Lay on the couch and try to wake up at like 6. But yeah, we did 4 or 5 quizzes. Yeah. I think that's good.
Cool.
But yeah, let's see who's out there. Thank you guys for the support. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be streaming, going hard as fuck. I'll be back tomorrow playing all the summer series and Iggy PKO stuff, all the big stuff. So yeah, good luck to everybody grinding tonight, tomorrow. Thank you guys for the support. PC in the chat. And check that out. Make sure to give my man Toe some love. You guys already know. And yeah, we'll kick this off. You got any parting words, Toe?
Yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks for the subs, the follows, everything. We do this every Saturday, noon Eastern. So make sure you follow us and come back next weekend. Also, it's been a little while since we've had some guests, but we are back on the guest trail now that all the traveling is done for both of us. And so we'll get that going. Again, we've had some great guests in the past. Jesse James, Greg Raymer, Bet on Drew, Fat Train, Evan Jarvis, Ben Affleck, bunch of people. So make sure you check that. If you like this one and you want to see this one from the beginning or anyone we've ever done in the past, you can do !YouTube in either chat and get a link to watch the replay. And I also put the Costa command out there for Crazy Sixes because you already know. Who you want to throw the host over to?
I'm
I
looking
see
out
Bras. I see Easterdams. I see.
It's got to be Bras, pretty much. Grips is out there.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got his home
I see
game.
him.
Yep. You got to hook him up.
Grips. All right.
Yep. So make sure to give my man some love, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll be back at the normal time, going hard as fuck. I promise.
All right, guys. Later.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Stop streaming. Peace out. There's that. Oh, yeah.